doing the genoise, where we lifted it up and it floated on top and held its shape, to go a little bit longer because it's sinking in too quick. So we're gonna go a little longer. You cannot over whip yolks or whole eggs, no. You can only over whip whites. So the other thing, I sifted my flour. The other thing I can start is my stock syrup. The recipe has you make a specific amount of syrup for this. I want you to follow this to T. I know we saved syrup yesterday, but I want you to follow the recipe as it is. Make sure. So it's just sugar and water. And then depending on your tea flavor, it tells you how to flavor the syrup. The way the recipe is written, first, right? Depending on what flavor you're using, then it gives you the method the stock syrup, and then the assembly and then the pod, and you find your specific cake. Okay, so I'm going to demo with you apricot and pine melody. So you have to leave the sauce and mousse, and then go back to they're all the same method. That's why it's all in one spot. Okay? And these are the mousse. I would do the cake first, bake the cake, leave the sauce for the mousse, and the pie is black. Don't worry about leaving sauce and everything out. Okay? Alright, now we're looking light. Let's check this out. That's holding better. Doesn't fall quite as quickly. Right? Okay. Next. Well, how do you make stock syrup? Bring it to a boil, turn it off. That's it. Because all I'm doing is dissolving the sugar, right? So you don't have to cook it. Don't do anything crazy. Okay. Next. My whites. Clean bowl, clean whip. Egg whites, and then I'm going to gradually add my sugar into the egg whites, right? What am I waiting the egg whites to look like? What do you think they look like? Soft food, exactly. And when we're folding, I said I like to fold in a wide bowl when we transfer. This is a very small recipe, so be really good about scraping everything out so you get a good yield on the recipe. Softies. Slowly add the sugar. The more sugar in a meringue, the more stable it will be. The less sugar, the more likely it will overwhip it, it will break, right? It's like soap substitute. Okay, I'm looking for it to be stiff. So I'm watching kind of the meringue spatter on the sides a bit. I'll stop it and check. Good. Right, everybody agrees? Stiff but not dry, not separated, falling apart. All right. Okay, 3 things. Very, very light whites, pretty dense and heavy yolks. What should I fold it first? How should I fold it?
Sacrifice the egg whites.
What was that word I use? You make when you're balancing the weights. Begins with an L. Liaison, yeah. So you want to do a liaison to balance the weight or the density of the batter. So something really thick, something really light. I'll take 1/3 of my whites and Fold those into sacrifice.
Does that spell?
L-I-A-S-I-O-N? I have to write it to see it, sorry.
That's
All right, so the first third of it, you know, it's not quite as dense as some of our other batters where I had you stir, like the torta caprese and the Klimt, where you like really had to not fold and stir. And then the rest. Okay, nice folding, turning your bowl, scraping the sides, the middle. And then we sift. I have a little bit of egg white streaky left. That's okay, because I'm going to still be stirring. Okay, we'll do this in about 3 additions. Over. Okay, still a little white streaky from the flour, that's okay. Key is not to over mix this. Keep it light and fluffy. Good. Up and over. So you don't want to over mix in. You also, when you go to spread this, need to really pay attention to how much you're spreading. Just like with the roulade, the Genoise roulade we made, where I said you're going to fill the sheet pan in the center and you're going to make an X, right, and connect the sides so you don't overspread. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Nice and fluffy and smooth, no pockets of flour. Try to find, I went next door and got some more hot sheet pans, so I picked the flattest ones I could find. You want a flat sheet pan because we're making cake layers, right? So it's pretty important to spread this evenly and that you have a flat sheet pan so you get as even as possible cake layers. All right, everything out. One little bit of flour there, but hopefully that'll disappear when I spread. X to the corners, 1 corner, 2 corners, 3 corners, that's 4. And then connect the edges, connect the edges across. And this is really light and fluffy, so I'm not applying much pressure at all. I'm using the tip of the spatula just to move it around. And then I'll get to use the length of my spatula to even it out. So I have a nice even layer fluffy cake. The good thing about this is it does kind of settle out a little bit, so as long as you have it relatively even, it's thicker, it's going to bake thicker than the roulade was. Okay, 375, 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to spin it after 5 because we know the convection oven is very regular. So make your cake first and then we'll come back to me